I can't really get on board with that. It's very... Yeah. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media and welcome to another episode of Gran Turismo 2. We're straight back into things here. We just completed Volkswagen in the last episode. Now that threw us a bit of a curveball because they had two events where most of these manufacturers only have one. BMW had one for just a normal 3 Series, whereas all the others tend to have a normal car as such, and then a racing car as well. Now, Mini and MG is the next on the list. I do know that they have an event, maybe more than one as well. Yes, so they have a Mini challenge and an MGF challenge. So we have our normal Mini to compete in and buy first. It's probably going to cost a lot of money because it is a classic machine. And then we need to move on to the next manufacturer after that. I don't think it's really worth not buying the 1.3i, considering that it's only a 500 or so coins more. It's a gorgeous thing. Anthracite McLaren? No. Metallic. That is nice. Flame red. I think we've got to go. I never liked minis in that colour. I don't know why people get them like that. Looks like it's on its backside as well, this one. I like that. Let's go for the flame red. Solid. 61 horsepower. Oh, God. So that's bought. Lovely. Let's lightweight it and do all that good stuff, because I've realised that basically the power is what the AI sort of mess about with, really. That's the sort of leading modification that they make. I know the handling is going to be phenomenal in this Mini, so we don't really need to do anything other than just lightweight it, because we've got to spend this money on it anyway. This is the sort of dilemma that we've had throughout these episodes, is just how expensive it all is. I mean, look at that. £22,500 just to lightweight it for stage 3. So it's over 100 grand easy just to modify the car each time. Let's have a quick look at the racing modification while we're here, because I imagine it's going to make it look like the rally car. Oh, okay. That's different, that's for sure. That does look pretty good. Not sure on the white bonnet, though. I don't think you can get them with any other coloured bonnets, can you? It's all just white, unless it's the first one, which is white and red. Okay. Not the best. Let's just head straight into the event, shall we, in our normal Mini. And Deep Forest is the circuit of choice. That's not so bad, to be fair. We can go all right here. Now, we're still doing all right for money at this stage of the game, so I don't think we've got too much to worry about, to be fair. Well, it's not exactly the most potent of starts, but again, this is the thing with these manufacturer events. Sometimes you go in cars that just aren't as fast as what we're used to. We've had some very exciting episodes recently in some very fast cars. The varying frame rate, especially at this speed, is quite alarming. Now, I was literally telling people last night that sometimes the best racing you can have in motorsport is in the slowest cars, because drivers have got a lot more time to think about what they're doing. Right now, this is it's not the most exciting. Oh, a bit of oversteer through there. This is all going to be about carrying momentum and not overdoing it, and I feel there may be points here where I'm going to overdo it. Sorry. Moments like that where you can overdo it. Look at the handling. Wow, it's actually oversteering. I wasn't expecting full oversteer like that. Oh, look where you're going, Chaz. God, that gear change is so slow. Now, I was commentating on Minis last weekend and had the pleasure of commentating on them again at Silverstone a few weeks ago as well. And that was for the Mini 7 Club Racing Championships and the Mini Melias as well. And it was excellent stuff. The cars are phenomenal. They're like little go-karts that just slide everywhere. Really good fun. Rupert Deeth has become sort of a double champion in 1 year. He won the Winter Championship at Brands Hatch, and he also won the outright championship as well across the whole year. Oh, that's not brilliant. Big oversteer, and again, we just missed the fence. This is actually difficult, you know. It's knowing what the limits of the car are without killing off too much speed. I reckon we can stay in third through here. Yes, that's it. Carry the oversteer, embrace the oversteer. Oh, it's just that. You can easily overcorrect it. Come on. I don't want to have to do this again. One more corner. We need a send. Come on. Surely that's enough. I should probably look back just to check, and yes, we are going to do it. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Well, it's not the most enthralling of starts to this episode, but still, that's the first one completed at least. That's a good looking little car, isn't it? Okay, so a win for the Mini. A little bit of money back on our investment, and we carry on. Okay, so racing style, we are just going to racing modify it and get straight out there. We're not going to mess about with anything else or trying to do any other modifications. We're just going to racing modify it and go straight for the race, because at the end of the day, I've had a look at the full list of these events, and I think for the next episode I might make a counter of how many of them we've got left, because when you get to Japan, boy, some of the manufacturers have 5 different car categories that we need to have events for. And the idea of that is just painful. Anyway, we're going to buy the racing modification in red for our little Mini. And once I start making a bit more ground on these events, I'm going to then plan out when we're going to do the endurance races. Over the winter off-season away from commentary, I'm hoping to get all of those done. But some of them may take more than one attempt, we'll have to see. Anyway, time to go racing in our racing style Mini. Red Rock Valley as well. This could be tough because you have to carry a lot of momentum around this place, and it's easy to scrub that off in this car. Interesting to see that some of them have got stripes. Why did they get such a good start as well? Just need to outdrive them, I guess. Let's see. I'm expecting through most places around this lap we are going to be flat. Just hoping that we catch up with them in the long run, really.
One eternity later.
We don't seem to be catching, which is worrying. I'm not sure whether they've got different tyres or something. I stayed flat there and we made it, so I think that's maybe going to be the difference, because now we've got the momentum and they haven't. It's just going to be a case of not oversteering the car. Like I said, carry that momentum. I feel like they've got a little bit more power than us. They seem to be getting away in a straight line. This is not looking great. Wonder if we just needed to be up a gear more. Just get more straight line speed out of it. Doesn't seem like it. There's the difference. There's the difference. But now we get to witness the power difference firsthand. Yeah, look at that. Definite power difference there. But now we're closer than we were before, so we'll have to see whether we can outdrive them, because this next corner is the one that made the big difference last time. Wow, that's quite a frightening power difference. I was hoping that bit of contact would help, and it really hasn't. Don't think we're going to do it. Oh, and he's got past me as well. Oh, I didn't really mean to do that. Well, it's not gone to plan, that. We need more in the tank than that, I'm afraid. Either that or we need a bit more of a twisty circuit. What are you flickering for? Well, now what? 0.02 of a second for the win as well. Wow. Well, we're going back to the drawing board. Yeah, you still get 500 quid for turning up. Question at this point is, do we put new tyres on it, or do we just hope for a better circuit this time round? I think in the past we've done the latter rather than making a modification to the car. So let's just go straight back on it and hope that we get a good circuit. I wanted a good circuit. This might work into our favour though. We'll see. I think we're doing Grindelwald reverse as well. Now I imagine the AI are all going to drive into that left-hand wall like they normally do here at Grindelwald. I think it's at this bit where they do it now. They just all suddenly seem to turn left. No, never mind. They're not going for it. Right, oversteer is going to be a thing here. But we need to embrace it. As I said before at Deep Forest. Well, they're all clattering into the wall, so that's fun for us. Lean on that yellow and green one, which I think looks nice. Oh. Alright. Cheers, lad. This feels like being in the Saxos again around here, where we had no prod up the hill at all, and the high-res mountains. Still flat. Right, I hope we can make something back in this section of the course. I mean, driving straight into the wall isn't going to help, is it? frame rate is doing all sorts of weird things at the moment. I didn't think about this one being a bit of a challenge, you know. But it really is. It's a difficult car to drive, or it's a difficult car to get the pace out of anyway, because it is so slow. I think if we gave it more power and better gear ratios, it'd be alright, but again, I don't want to have to spend that sort of money. I think we do, though, just to give ourselves a bit more of an edge over the AI. Because when it comes to slow cars, the AI are actually really good on Gran Turismo 2. When it comes to the faster cars, they can't really handle them as potently. I mean, that is, well, stupid, because we smacked into the wall. Oh, seems like on the reverse circuit, the AI just don't give a damn about that hairpin. Oh, it's painful. Painful. I'm just tapping the controller ever so gently to try and get it to behave. That was actually quite fun. Closing up ahead, we know that when we get down here we need to go into second gear and really slow it down. You can't throw it in as much. This orange one really doesn't like us, does it? Well, I'm not a fan of this. Looks like we have to spend more money. It's going to be a very expensive trip from this point onwards, to be fair. So we may as well spend the money and get on with it. Look at the oversteer. It's just amazing. Oh. What on earth's happened there? Heads. Ooh. Okay, so another 6th place finish. Another 500 quid. And we're left scratching our heads, really, aren't we? Look at these two here. What are you doing? Can't get rid of them. Oh, one of them's gone. Anyway, time to further modify our Mini Cooper. Tyres. Spelt wrong. We're just going to go for racing hards. Whack a set of them on it. We've got less than 500,000 now, but still, that's fine. And then let's just give it a bit more waft. Let's make it sound a bit better. Decent exhaust gives it 64 horsepower. Can you turbo it? That's my question. I'm pretty sure you can. You can. 109 horsepower for 4.5 grand. We're doing that all day. It's going to be a pokey mini. Maybe an intercooler just to help it? No, you can't do that. That's fine. Drivetrain. I want to change the... Well, we're going to do the flywheel because I've heard that this is basically a necessity on Gran Turismo 2 that helps it go up the revs a little bit quicker. Change the clutch. So we've got a really quick gear change. What about changing the entire gearbox? It's going to be an expensive job, isn't it? I suppose the semi-racing one's alright, actually. Sod it. Because I think we're probably going to keep this Mini, because I do like a Mini race car. They are really cool. So let's try out our newly revamped racing Mini, shall we? Hopefully this challenge doesn't just take up the entire episode, because I want to get more done. Laguna Seca. Right, I can with this. I'm excited to see what it sounds like, actually. Wow, look at that gear change. Oh my god. I mean, we're already in 4th gear at like 65 mile an hour, but... Well, that makes a world of difference. God. It's fantastic. We've made a monster. Oh my god, it grips. Well, maybe we've gone a bit overkill because we're already flying away. It's not going to have 6 gears, is it? It's only going to have 5. Yeah, it's only got 5. It's just going to top out at like 100 mile an hour. However, look at the grip. Oh my god. It's like a housefly. They're not disappearing in the background, though. They're still with us, so we can't get complacent. But what a great little car. It's so satisfying having a good gearbox. It's just constant power delivery. Hey up. And that grip is insane. It's oversteery as hell, you know. I'm only tapping it in. It's just there. It's absolutely there. I love it. Yeah, we're not streaking away, though. So the AI definitely modify the car to match what you're doing, which is it's good to see in a way. But it also means that it's very tough to have any sort of major advantage over them. Flat. Of course. Now I'm wondering if we can go through this next left-hander flat. What do you reckon? Do we try it? Yeah, stuff it. I'm going to do it. Flat. Nope. I mean, even though I knew I wasn't going to make it, I committed to being flat, so you've got to give me a bit of credit. Just hope we don't lose the lead through that. No, we should be alright. God, it's just so nervous in a straight line, though. It darts around all over the place. It's so stable through there. I love it. You've just got to be really careful with it to not scrub the speed off. That's the main danger in this. Look at that. Wow. It's so fast everywhere. You just got to attack the corners so much. It's going to be a win for the Racing Mini. I love that. Absolutely love that. Beautiful. We're going to keep hold of that because that's a great little car. Well, that's only half of the battle won, isn't it? $5 grand back in the bank. We're going to save at this point. So we need to buy an MGF. Not that anybody ever wanted to. 36 grand for an MGF. It's got to be in that green, hasn't it, that everyone knows them for being in. The British Racing green. It looks almost black at this stage. Let's go for the orange. Let's go for Volcano. Can't believe we're doing this, really. But again, there's a lot of cars that we bought along this journey of these manufacturer events where I can't quite believe that we've bought them for the amount of money that we have. I'm excited by... No, excited is not the word. I'm interested in what the racing modification is going to look like. I thought it was going to tell me we can't do it. I can't really get on board with that. It's very... Yeah. Anyway, let's reduce the weight, and we are going to do the flywheel as well, and potentially the clutch, just because it'll be so much better with those modifications. Just having the extra little bit of waft when it comes to gear changes. Obviously, the gearbox is the thing that makes the main difference because you get different ratios, but to be honest with you, if we can just make it change gear a bit quicker, that might be something that the AI don't do. Obviously, we don't know what the AI do for every single race. I think it's worth spending the money at this point, just to make the normal race a little bit easier. This will be the last race of the episode, but we'll squeeze one more in before we go. Super Speedway. A car that actually moves up the revs. Nice. Yeah, the gear changes do make a big difference. You can hear how long it takes them to change gear compared to us. Ours are almost instant, and we don't have to change the ratios. So I think that is, while it's a bit more money, I think that's a bit of a necessity going forward, especially in the later stages where we go to Japan, because it's going to be very hard to keep my head above water when it comes to those. We are going to be doing a number of visits to the Japanese GT500 Championship. Can't quite go flat there, and the car is sliding. Yeah, we're going to have many visits to the Japanese GT500 Championship along the way. We've still got a few cars that we haven't used yet in that. I know that our Calsonic R34 Skyline is on that list. It's oversteery. It's trying to break away. Let's not forget that it's only 2 laps, so it should be easy. We're not out of the woods, though. Oh, that could have thrown it away, that slide. Don't hit the wall, though. I think we're good. We're good. We've done it. Nice and simple. Out of the way and done with. But that's going to be all for this episode. We're going to carry on, do up our MGF into racing specification, and then we can complete MG and Mini. And then, of course, continue on through North City and go from there. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.